Well, it feels once again that we're at a turning point, and today will be a very, very telling match. Do we pull away from the bottom, or do we get pulled right back into a relegation battle? It's Southampton versus Leicester City. It's a watch-along. Won't you join us? Yes, hello. Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. My name is Elijah. I hope you have all enjoyed the matches earlier today as well, but it comes to the one that matters for us the most. The Foxes are heading down to St. Mary's to take on Southampton in what to a lot of fans really feels like a six-pointer. Before we get into the lineups, though, Jono, if you're ready, I'm going to add you in. Jono, how are you feeling coming into today?
This is the biggest game of the season because I'm looking at the table right now. We are 3 points off relegation. Arsenal did absolute bits. Thank you, Arsenal, very much. Thank you to Brighton, who destroyed West Ham. Because if those two teams won, we would be, and we lost today, that'll be really, squeaky bum time. But if we beat Southampton today, it'll put 6 points clear, and we'll go up to 12.
Yeah, because we'll hop Crystal Palace
goal
on goal
difference.
difference.
So
again, it really reflects how tight the Premier League table is, even still this late in the season. There hasn't really been a separation of the pack yet.
No, like if you look at it this way, between I will say in the relegation conversation is Crystal Palace down because between Brighton and Crystal Palace it's 7 points. So between Everton and Palace it's 6 points. That's not a lot of points. So all those teams could be in the conversation.
And it's important to remember that that basically means short of Aston Villa, that is half the Premier League.
Yeah. So people say, we're not in a relegation battle. We are. If we're in the conversation of trying to get points to survive, that means we're trying to survive, which means we're in a relegation battle. But this is a big one.
Now, we had a quick chat about it in our team chat earlier. I still do kind of understand why Brendan Rodgers came out to the media and said that this isn't a must-win game as yet, because there's a lot of the season left. I don't necessarily think that that's a lack of ambition or a lack of effort on his part, but I think it's more his attempt to try to take the heat off of some of his players who will definitely be feeling it after 3 straight losses now.
I think that's sort of mind games. I think, for example, in the Carabao Cup final, they said, Rashford's injured and he was limping off. I think this is mind games. I think Brendan is potential players look like. If you look at the table, if we win this, we jump up massively. The players will be thinking that. Even if Brendan Rodgers does say that, the players will be thinking that. And with the team he's gone with, this is our strongest 11, including injured players. This is our strongest team.
That's a great segue for us to jump into the lineups. I think one of the biggest pieces of news we need to discuss is the fact that Victor Christensen has picked up an injury in training and will be out for 4 weeks. So Timmy Castagna takes his place. However, that does coincide with Ricardo Pereira's, I believe, first start since coming back from injury.
Yeah, so that's 2 injuries. That's Tielemans and Christensen out now. So, but to be honest, Christensen, massive miss, there's passion, but Castagna and Ricardo isn't a bad partnership, and that's a very strong defense in my eyes.
I still really like Timmy Castagna. I think he's had gray patches this season, but I still believe that he's a class fullback for us. I still think that he can bring it. I think one of the biggest things that I still like about this lineup is the fact that Maddison is back. We've seen the difference that he makes to this team, but also the fact that Mendy is still getting in there in defensive midfield. He's on a really good run of form lately.
So, and rightly so, with Mendy and those 4 at the back, we're good. And, Barnes has been poor recently. Tete, apart from his first game, has been a bit average. Madison and Iheanacho, that's the partnership. And, you know, as long as we don't give away a silly free kick outside the box, we'll be fine. Because if we do, we know what's going to happen. Ward-Prowse is going to put one in the top left corner. So, and Ward is not going to save that. So we can't give away any stupid free kicks.
Yeah, we can touch quickly on Southampton's starting lineup as well. They're playing some very rigid lines here that you can imagine, especially in defense. They're going to be trying to get those players into full lines, probably going to be lying back a little bit and absorbing pressure, 8 players behind the ball. But coming forward, that midfield 4 will be able to kind of pierce through our line and try to earn free kicks in that kind of Ward-Prowse range. And much like Madison, that's a lot of the pitch.
Yeah, definitely screams counter-attack. Walcott, Adams, very quick. Ward-Prowse could easily feed the ball through. So Faze and Souter have got a lot of, a lot on their plate tonight. But I think if we look at their defence, however, I think if we can utilise, especially down the left wing, I think we could definitely do a win. But as I said, I don't know. It depends what Leicester turns up on the day. It could be the team that destroys Spurs or the team that loses to Blackburn. It's
a fair point. But let's also not forget that right there is Jan Bednarek, who I think is going to be that vulnerable place. You mentioned going down on the left flank. I think we need to try to exploit Bednarek. We've scored 9 against him before. We then took 2 of their defenders, but we left him behind. I think he is going to be that vulnerable point in the defense for them. I also think this might be a record for most surnames in a back 4 in a Premier League lineup.
Well, 3 double barrels, yes.
Jumping back to Leicester City, though, I think I do still like when we play a 4-tiered lineup versus when we've gone with more of a 4-3-3. I know a lot of people like when we play multiple players up front. I do as well, but I prefer that if we put 2 up front and still play a sort of double layered midfield. I think that works well for us for being able to work well in transition. And I think against the team that are going to be playing a 4-4-2, that's going to be critical for us.
Yeah, massively. I just think, I don't know what we've planned, but as long as, Madison and Iheanacho, we know what they can do. And as long as we just punch through their back line or Tete and Barnes run it down the wing, I think the plan is run down the wing, pass it to Madison, square it to Iheanacho, we score, or, shoot. I think that has to be the plan.
Before we jump into some of the comments as well, and before we get Michael up on screen, I want to touch on one final aspect of our lineup, which is the fact that Dewsbury Hall is in one of the defensive midfield positions. We've kind of seen him played all over the midfield throughout this season. Do you think that's going to be the point that Southampton will try to exploit? Because I do still see Dewsbury Hall as more of an attacking midfield choice.
I think Mendy will slip in the CDM role, and I think Dewsbury Hall will push up. I don't think Dewsbury Hall will play as a CDM, but he's in a position where he could come back if required. But Mendy will slip between Faze and Souter. Dewsbury Hall push up next to Madison.
I think you could be right there. I think you could be right. Michael, are you ready to join us? Michael, finally, we get a bit of a later kickoff. It's actually the afternoon for me this time around. You're not up at 4:30 in the morning?
It's still morning for me. I just made me a little ham and cheese omelet here.
Eggs and egg.
No cakes today. I'm just going to go with the coffee. It's been getting a little crazy. We have a Sounders match tonight, so I can't be drunk from 9 a.m. to 11.
Let's hope both teams win today.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get the MLS chat out of this early. The MLS released their kits while I was out in Montreal. The Sounders have once again killed it. You got some great kits for this coming season. Not
my favorite, but it was #1 selling shirt this weekend in MLS. Crazy. Not my favorite.
You're gonna be hard pressed to outdo the Hendricks kit.
Yeah, see, that's one of my favorites. But they did the Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, he's from the Seattle area. He's a matter of fact buried here. His family's from here, and so to to just pay homage to them. They got like dragons and stuff, and it's red. Or I don't really like red shirts, so I'll get the new green one. It's about to kick off though. What's up with you guys? Can we all match up, sync up?
I can't pause mine.
The players are on the field. I don't know if they're going to take the knee before kickoff, but the little countdown clock has just counted down. We will be kicking off. Tete in the center circle.
It looks like Tielemans in the center circle.
No, Tielemans injured. Tielemans injured for.
Okay.
Yeah, he's also got double digits on his shorts.
Tell me when it kicks off, because I'm ready to go.
They've just kicked off on my screen. Dewsbury Hall playing it up onto the left flank.
I'm just about to kick off.
I think I'm first. Then I will pause as soon as I have a time up on my screen.
No, me and you are together. We kicked off a long time ago over here. I've been paused.
Okay, so I just got a time. I'm
We've just kicked off now. Just swing it to the left.
We're gonna pause at what, 30?
Yeah, so long as the hashtag doesn't pop up. 26, 27, 28, 29. Paused at 30.
I can't pause mine, so you got to press play.
Just let us know when you hit 30.
I'm on 20. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Perfect.
Dewsbury Hall just lost the ball. No. Just clear it.
My stream just crashed.
Oh, for God's
sake. What are you watching it on?
The official broadcaster in Canada, Fubo, which is terrible.
No way.
Do you think if we lose or draw this, do you think that's it? Brendan's gone?
No. I think he's got too much credit in the bank still.
Yeah.
What? We've been poor since 2021.
I'm not saying that we're doing well right now, but the thing is, I still think that the board has faith that we won't be relegated. And I mentioned it earlier that like our poor run of form right now is chalked up to a loss to first and third in the Premier League and a bad cup match. I don't think that in tandem with a loss here will be enough for him to be sacked.
I think that
I understand anybody who wants him sacked.
Don't sync up with me because my stream's crashed as well. So you two just go ahead.
Well, we're under.
So Michael, I've got mine back up and running. I'm at 207.89.
Let's see. Where am I? I got a little Barclays reader board. Oh, dang, you're way ahead of us. I'm at 151.
Okay, I will pause it. I'll pause at 2:30, and then I'll just start.
Oh, wait, no, I can go live.
Okay,
because I was.
We got our friends out in California watching as well.
Yo.
I was going to comment on CK's comment that they put in as well. That right now it's kind of do or die that we got to keep Castagna and Ricardo fit because we're if not, we're going to be falling back on Amarte and Thomas as fullbacks again.
Yeah. We don't have the squad depth that we think we do. Nacho turns his man. Oh, he tries to put a ball into Madison. Good run, but it was intercepted.
Yeah, I think you're just ahead of me then. I'm at 307.89.
I'm going to pause at
Southampton coming forward right now. Dewsbury Hall tracking back to defend. Southampton playing a very fluid shape. It's kind of hard to see their lines when they're in possession.
Tell me when you get to 25, 325.
I just passed 325.
Perfect. What's your time clock?
We're basically back in sync then. Southampton coming forward right now. I believe that's Walker Peters gets tackled by Tete. Ball bouncing around, falls back to Ricardo, who will play it to Suter.
Nice. I need to turn this down because I think
Madison turns, loses his man, plays it out wide.
Peter Jury in the background.
Well, if you look at it this way, Arsenal came back from 2-0 down to beat Bournemouth. So
predictable.
It only took them 3 minutes of added time on top of added time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about that, but
I kind of get it because Bournemouth were time wasting from like the 50th minute onwards. I watched the second half.
Yeah. If you look at the stats, I think you can all say Arsenal deserved to win that game.
Yeah.
Glad to see Madison back in the game, back in the squad.
He makes such a difference.
He's vital. Him and Iheanacho are vital for us to stay up.
Goal kick was taken by Southampton. It goes out of play, and Timmy Castagna will take the throw in. Fast goes back to Ward. Southampton playing a very high press here, trying to put some pressure on Suter and Ricardo. We break through the line, though, and now we look to counter. Tete gets tackled from behind. Iheanacho recovers that, but he overcooks his pass, and it goes out for a throw-in. We didn't go through score predictions. So how are we all feeling? I think Southampton are going to score today, but I think we are going to gun for it. I'm feeling a 3-1, but Southampton could well score first.
9-0.
Oh, my God. We'll never, ever, ever do that again.
Well,
all the records
we can't. We don't have Perez anymore. Of course we can't do it again.
Michael, you pick a player on the Leicester City squad, and if we win 9-0, shirt with his name on the back, I'm ordering it.
Iheanacho, that's hella letters.
Nice. Southampton breaking forward, shots taken, it's blocked. Castagna recovers.
You have to have the full Ricardo Pereira name, all of it.
Dewsbury Hall, that's
Ricardo Dominguez Barbosa Pereira, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it's like 5 names. Yeah.
I mean, for what it's worth, I already got a Dewsbury Hall shirt here, but I got that one while the shirt printing was free.
Oh, I was going to say, that's nuts. That is nuts.
Yep.
There's even a hyphen. Like, dang, you got to pay for that.
He's one of those players with the condensed font. He's got the condensed font on the back of the shirt.
Oh, the extra long font.
I was so disappointed in myself. I mean, the regulars in our audience will know that I'm a kit collector, and I saw one on eBay. It was the Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink Hull City shirt with the full size letters that goes like down from the bottom of the shirt up and around. It was just so expensive, though. It would have been like $200 Canadian for me to order it, and I passed on it, and I should have gotten it. See, saying I should get Vestergaard's full name. Get a Ryan Bertrand shirt. He's back from injury. He's gonna carry this team to the European places.
Come on, here we go. Using the same stream service that we tried before on Discord, Elijah.
Yeah. This is it blacks out if I try to screen share.
Okay.
Yeah. No screen sharing.
Tete's full name. Any Brazilian or Portuguese player, if you try to get their full name, the club shop's going to run out of letters.
I think we're really well organized defensively, or maybe it's just early and everybody has their legs underneath them, but our shape's nice defensively when we're pressing.
I like how we've got 2 attacking fullbacks. That's much better.
We have definitely done well mentally so far. I think I can see some people that will be upset about the fact that it has felt like we have been playing some of that, like, I know a lot of people use the term tippy-tappy pass around the back, but it's felt more composed than it did, especially against Arsenal and United. It does feel more like we are still looking for openings rather than just passing for passing's sake and holding possession.
A little creativity. Just a little.
Have you seen Tete's full name? That's what I mentioned in the comments. Mateus
I don't actually know his full name off the top of my head. As Tete breaks into the penalty area, plays it low across goal, but Bazunu will collect.
It's Mateus Cardoso Lemus Martins.
Where's the Tete part?
Then it says afterwards, commonly known as Tete.
Love it. Love it.
You guys all noticed
on the back as well, so you're paying for the extra digit. We win the ball off the goal kick, no free kick for Southampton, and we look to break forward, but Ward-Prowse does well to intercept. I was mentioning to Jono when we were looking through the lineups, I think this might be a Premier League record for most surnames in a back four. 3 out of the 4 Southampton back line have double barrel surnames.
Oh, wow. Do they, huh?
Yeah, they got Walker Peters, Maitland-Niles, Bella Kochap, and one in their midfield as well with a double barrel.
Ward-Prowse. Half their team's double barrel.
Yeah.
Great ball control there by Barnes to both hold and then pass. Southampton pressuring us hard on the ball, though. We maintain possession right now through Castagna. He gets it to Mendy over to Dewsbury Hall. Madison plays it wide to Ricardo. Tete and Ricardo passing the ball back and forth. He does well to lose his man. Finds Dewsbury Hall. Mendy to Barnes. Can't get past Walcott, though, who will clear the ball. Castagna gives away a free kick.
What area?
In their defensive zone.
Okay. So if it's in the final third of our half,
if it's in Warriors territory, I will not sound that calm.
Yeah, I put that in the group chat earlier today. I mean, we can win as long as we don't give silly fouls away around the box. Because once we start doing that, James World
Chelsea, as soon as that could be their thing, gain a foul in our half, Ward-Prowse score, they just sit back.
I mean, in all fairness, that's kind of similar to how we've played before as well, is just get a free kick in Madison or Tielemans territory and work from there.
Oh, yeah. They've bailed us out of some pretty crappy games. Sorry, you guys all got to hear me eat.
We're not getting KP back. I think FBS is our sponsor now. I don't know how long for.
I think they signed a 3-year deal, which included last season, so it's going to include next season for sure as well. Cross the ball into the area, it's headed away, only as far as Dewsbury Hall. He finds Tete, who crosses it in again, looking for Iheanacho. Cleared as far as Madison, and Sulemana will get high enough to get it away from Madison. Madison gets clipped on the foot trying to get that rebound. No free kick given. Leicester City again maintaining possession as it pings and bounces around.
Everyone knows what I think this sponsor stands for.
It's a you know what it is, foreign exchange trading, right?
Yeah. Now I've said it before. You know, I obviously I think any Leicester City fan prefers when we had King Power on the front, but yeah, I'm just glad it's not a gambling sponsor. Like, I would have taken pretty much anything before a gambling sponsor. Before a points bet. Ricardo in some space, and he shoots it well wide. Oh, you're like totally 5 seconds ahead of me. Come on, Ricky P. What is that, bro? That was a cross. Yeah, I don't think he was expecting that ball in that space. That was a cross. He should have put it near post. What is he doing? Yeah, that almost looks half like a shot, half like he was trying to get it to Iheanacho, and he just completely miscalculates. It is definitely a cross. He doesn't even look at the net. He's looking across the line. Oh, this guy. Cheers, Fee. I picked up 21 football shirts while I was in Montreal. I was just clearing out Facebook Marketplace there. Jeez. Just meeting up with people on the streets. Let me get that. I think I ended up going to all but 3 of the underground stations in Montreal. Nice. I got to make a Canadian trip here soon. Not to Vancouver, to the east side. Gotta come visit me. Come to when the Sounders come to play TFC, we'll go together. Ooh, that's a good idea. Let me see what the schedule's like. It'll be a miserable day for me, but you'll enjoy it. Ooh, I don't know if you guys are on the schedule. Southampton have the shot here. It's well blocked by Suter, and it's out for a corner kick. Ooh. Yeah, just man, this little mental break there. Yeah, we got to take our chances, or else Southampton's going to catch us out a little bit, because I don't know what's going on in the midfield, but Mindy, KDH, these guys need to be a lot more tidy with the ball. Castagna does well to clear, though. Goes as far as Maitland-Niles. And Southampton are forced to play it almost back to the center circle now. Walker-Peters. Lofted ball cleared by Fass. Ricardo controls. Mendy now. Out wide, I think that's with Iheanacho.
There we go. Come on, push forward, guys.
Now we break forward. Ball played upfield. It's with Barnes now. From Ricardo. He cuts inside. Crosses into the penalty area. It's over Iheanacho. And it's out for a goal kick. Narrowly there. Narrowly. If Iheanacho could get a little bit more, if there wasn't quite so much under it from Barnes.
And maybe if Tete
he had a clear
really
chance to head that on goal.
And maybe if Tete really attacks that that far corner, that far post.
I don't really hold that against Tete. I think that Barnes just put a little too much under it.
Yeah. Oh,
what time are you on?
I'm at 15, 53, 54, 55.
Yeah, and I'm at 15.
I'm 30 seconds behind you, so there's no point sinking.
53, 54.
I was gonna say I could try like a quick pause play, but anytime I pause the stream, it has to refresh entirely to start playing again.
No, we'll just
Yeah, Fubo got the official broadcasting rights in Canada, and like I appreciate the fact that I can watch any of the games, but their user interface is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, we don't play Toronto this year.
Really?
Yeah, man, it'd have to be in the MLS Cup final, bro.
We'll have to do it again.
Yeah, well.
Who would have thought? Yeah, that's not going to happen for Toronto for a very long time.
We're good. It's possible for us. I don't know about Toronto.
Yeah, no, like our designated players are all like 38-year-old Italians. Like we're not good.
Yeah, nah, man. We got some young South Americans. Our club has been together. Like the players on the field, like they've been together for like 3 or 4 seasons. Like the starting lineup, we might insert 1 or 2 guys over the last 3 or 4 seasons, but it's like the same lineup.
We've still got one player from the Premier League winning season, so
yeah.
Well, just one. He's not going to have much longer left.
Yeah, Jamie Vardy.
Brighton still plays for Leicester. Still is Leicester's player. He just loaned out, but I don't think he'll come back. I think he'll stay at West Brom.
I'm gonna be heartbroken if he transfers permanently to West
Brom. All those shirts you bought, that money you spent with all Brighton on it, has gone to West Brom.
Well, I'll be honest. If it weren't for the fact that they'd sold out, I honestly would have paid full price. And I would have gotten an all Brighton West Brom shirt from this season.
Well, they sold out.
Yeah, they sold out before he signed for them.
Okay.
Take it.
You're just not a Brighton fan in general. You're not living a Leicester fan. You just like all Brighton.
Ooh, nice, Mindy.
Breaking inside at the moment. Barnes once again cuts in. He lays it off for Madison, who's up against Ward-Prowse. Gets past him. That's surely a foul, and that's a bit of a dangerous area. We'll probably play across from there. But just outside the corner of the penalty area, Madison wins a free kick. I think is that Maitland-Niles who takes him down?
Theo Walcott just absolutely
Walcott
shins him. And
Walcott, for some reason, always brings his A game against Leicester City.
I mean, he's a good player.
Do you remember when, on our title-winning season, when he scored? Was it him who scored the header from the corner? I think it was him.
Don't
when
remember.
He played for Arsenal.
No.
People correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Walcott.
We lost that game 4-2, right?
No, I think we lost 2-1 because we scored. Jimmy Vardy scored a penalty in the first half, and then I think they scored a last-minute corner.
Cross is played in. It's drilled. It's Iheanacho, and it's just wide.
Oh my goodness! He needs to put that on target. What a cross in from James Madison. Wow, he puts it on a rope on a line right on Nacho's forehead, and Nacho just, I don't think he needs to make any movement with his neck if he just keeps his head where it's at.
He catches the wrong part of his head. He gets it square on the forehead. He needs it on the temple in order to put that on target.
Oh, man.
How did he miss that? Oh, my God. Oh, that was Welbeck. Yes, it wasn't Walker. It was Welbeck.
That makes more sense.
Ball pinging around the midfield.
I'm going on Facebook. Everyone's putting
hungry though in this match.
Would you agree it's been tippy-tappy football?
It has, and not going forward either. Not like versus Villa and versus Spurs, when we got the ball, it was like pew forward. We got in our little triangles and guys started being active and making runs. Now everyone's like standing and waiting for the ball to come to them. And I just don't like it. Like when the ball moves, you move. When a guy drops his back, you make a run forward. It's just, I don't know if it's the confidence, the tactics, the confidence that we're going to get beat on the counter. But these guys, we got to be brave. And I think Brendan even said that this week during one of the press conferences.
Well, we know how much Brendan Rodgers talks about like bravery and mentality.
Intensity. Yeah, mentality. Oh, yeah.
So Alcaraz has just been booked for Southampton for a challenge on Castagna. I'll be honest, I think that's a pretty soft booking. 70% possession for Leicester City in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it because we haven't really done anything.
I disagree. We created that good chance from the free kick. Ricardo had that golden opportunity.
We need open play goals.
You're right, but we're not peppering because I think we do kind of fear that counterattack.
Absolutely. What's happened to us the last 2 weeks? And then Blackbird, we're a little low on confidence in the back right now, I think. We need to step it up. It's a good thing Mendy's back on the field, that's for sure.
Sulemana coming forward up against
How many
Ricardo.
players have got 1 year left in their contract? I think it's like 6, isn't it?
Yeah, but admittedly, a lot of them we wouldn't be looking to renew anyways, because that's like Perez, it's Vestergaard and Bertrand, isn't it?
Tielemans
is the big one, but he's not going to sign another one with us.
No, to be honest, I think even if he's not going to sign it, so I'm happy he's not even playing because he doesn't want to play anyway.
I just think that we need to try to keep all our players.
Yeah.
Well, would you keep Bertrand?
All of them? You want Bertrand and Vestergaard?
No. We can get rid of those guys if we just take the loss on those guys. Seriously, we're not going to be able to sell. Yeah, just take the loss. We're not going to be able to sell. We're not going to be able to recoup our investment. It's just you just got to take it on the chin.
Dewsbury Hall with the ball outside the penalty area. He finds Tete with some space, cuts around, wins a corner kick.
When we buy well, we buy well. When we don't buy well, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's really
it's either really good or really bad.
Really bad. Lookman was in the middle there, right? He was all right.
I was gonna say the thing is with Lookman,
really good. Even Lookman was really
good. He seems so good now that we don't have him, but when he was here, he was very hit or miss. When he was on, he was on. But when he was off.
Yeah.
Madison plays it. Oh, shot taken, pings around the penalty area, off fast, off Barnes. Tete's shot's blocked by his own man. Dewsbury Hall lost it back up, looking for Suter, and his ball will be collected by Bazunu.
Put it in the net. Oh my goodness. How did you get so far ahead of me?
It's such a weird set. I'm gonna try the pause restart and hope that it doesn't just shut my stream down altogether. Okay, I seem to be able to pause and restart, so I'm gonna try pausing at 24:10.
Okay, pause. I'm at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't crash, please.
Ain't crashed.
Oh! And your camera.
And his camera's gone. It's all going wrong.
I'm now at 24, 20, 21, 22. How close are we?
24, 25, 26, 27.
We're in sync. We're in sync.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, we're in sync, baby.
Scooby Bass was asking.
Intended.
I pretty much agree with Gray here that I think that he'll at least sign a 1-season extension, but if anything, that may just be so that we can get a transfer fee for him.
Ooh, that's a good idea. And I wish he would stay here forever and ever. But it's just.
I think he'll go to Newcastle. I think personally.
I don't think anybody wants to go to Newcastle.
Well, they're the richest club in the world.
Yeah, but do they have the best?
If they offer him enough money, he'll want to go to Newcastle.
Do they have the best players in the world there? No, they have Joe Linton. I mean, he's all right.
If you look compared to last season to this season, with the players they have, they're doing pretty well.
They pretty much what were their big signings though?
Michael, you're doubting the impending Longstaff brothers Ballon d'Or race.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they pretty much have they got a new manager, they got some money injected into the club and some new confidence. They pretty much have the same players, plus maybe 2 or 3. Really,
Southampton coming forward dangerously. The cross is blocked by Wout Faes though. One
player we should have gotten was Nick Pope. I'm really good we didn't get him. He's been amazing.
Yeah,
apart from his look at what's Tete doing. Apart from his holding the ball in the middle of the pitch scenario, but apart from that, it's been amazing.
Madison on the ball now, tries the through ball to find Iheanacho, but it bounces off the back of Barnes, unfortunately.
I just love it how Tete's trying to wave his arms in front of the player trying to take the throw.
Agreed here, Gray. I do think one thing that I have seen from just the way he does interviews, the way he's done content for the club on social, it does seem like Matters actually does like Leicester City as a club.
Yeah. And the fans love him, and he knows that if he goes to Newcastle or Arsenal, he'll be like a second or third, a fourth.
I'm just going to the toilet. We'll be back in a sec.
No worries. I like the little bit of Phil now peeking in on your screen.
Yeah, I can't put the pictures of Danny Ward or Kelechi up, I guess, because those are copyright infringed. So who knows?
Southampton coming forward right now. It's Walker Peters, cuts inside, lunging challenge from Suter, doesn't make contact.
Back in line.
Southampton passing the ball around now. Alcaraz makes his way out onto the wing towards Suleiman. Leicester City doing well to hold their shape, pressuring the ball holders. We force them all the way back towards the center line. Trying to come forward with Suleimana again, and he runs the ball out of play.
Nice. Very nice pressing. Very nice pressing to force them into a mistake. Southampton is not good. They're not good.
No.
Yeah. They're not good. Because sometimes we're kind of easy to break down in those areas. But Suter coming out, Mindy covering ground, Tete even closing down. We look a little more organized today, and maybe we won't score a goal because we're all scared. But what a good one.
That lofted ball that looks like it's going to find Barnes at the corner of the penalty area. He lays it off, finds Madison. He cuts inside, gets past his man, gets pulled.
Oh, that's the penalty. He trips him.
He calls.
Oh, did Ward-Prowse just poke it away from him at the last minute?
It's possible. A goal kick looks like it was given, so it looks like they may also just be saying there was contact. It just wasn't enough for it to be a penalty. Might be saying he went down too easy.
Elliot, it's a little scrappy.
They're not going to review for content or for contact that light. Goal kick's already been taken.
Right. We're playing aggressive. It's early in the match. We always do really well in the beginning of the match when we have fresh legs. And
Dewsbury Hall lofts. He's looking for Barnes. That will be headed back towards Bazuni, though.
But we got to be a little more aggressive. We got to stop with the waving of the arms when the pass doesn't come through. And there's a lot of football to be played. And I think that the last
tackle there by Castagna in the midfield.
Mindy's getting his foot in, and he gets the ball from him. Oh, but the ref blows the whistle. Mindy doesn't protest.
But Mendy's getting in there like that. I feel like that's something I didn't see much from him in last season. I called him out for not being physical enough, for being knocked off the ball too easy, for not winning his challenges. He's really improved in that regard starting this season.
Yeah, he has a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence. Jono's back.
I am back. Still 0-0. Would you take a draw?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We need 3 points.
At the moment,
Again, like,
we are
if we can go back on a good run, if we can pull like 2 straight wins, something like that, we're going to be right up there challenging Aston Villa. And once we can get in there and over Aston Villa,
oh, Southampton have a penalty.
What was that?
Southampton have a penalty.
How do you know?
Oh, I'm not there yet. Southampton passing it through. Cross comes in. Oh, yeah, that's probably off for a hand.
Oh, they switch hands. Oh, I hate those. I hate when you're sliding and, you're trying to slide. And I hate that call. I really do.
It might go to a review to see if they could consider that a natural position for the fact that you're sliding, but it's going to be a tough.
And I hate this
overthrow there.
This is like his second season in the Premier League. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that's not going to get overturned. Like, there's nothing Castagna can do differently there, but they're not going to overturn that.
No, they're not going to overturn it.
Well, listen, here comes the great.
We saved it. We saved it. Get in.
Did you see it?
No, it's on the comments.
Oh.
Great Wall of Wales, Danny Ward, best goalkeeper in the Premier League, Gold Glove winner. I've said it all season.
Yeah, right. I don't believe these comments. I'm going to have to see it for myself. It's James Ward-Prowse at the spot. I don't believe these comments.
Oh, what a save!
Oh, Ward, let's go, baby! That was a terrible penalty by James Ward-Prowse. Terrible. Oh, my goodness.
I don't remember the name of the basketball player who used to say it, but ball don't lie. That ain't going in the net.
Yeah, ball don't lie. Oh. Walker Peters shoved up the ball. Come on, let's run.
For James Ward-Prowse, so that was a terrible set piece.
Terrible. Ooh,
Barnes
Harvey.
Loses one, loses two, loses
got
three. Four players to dispossess him.
Get back, guys. Get back.
Southampton looking to counter now.
Ooh, damn. He got Suter way out.
What a tackle from
Harry
Suter there.
That's what 6-7 gets you. Woo! Danny Ward, Golden Glove winner.
Lads,
Let's
cooking.
Go.
We're cooking.
Not quite. Not quite. Yeah, the comments, they like to spoil. They like to spoil the stream in the comments.
I always like to joke that it just takes so much time for the game to get to us across the Atlantic. It's just so slow coming over those cables.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm ahead of the UK feed. It's kind of weird. Like in the group chat.
I've never been ahead of the UK in my entire time watching football. I'm always like a good 15, 20 seconds behind.
Come on, Nacho.
Even when I was just watching and it was Tom and Locks doing the watch-alongs here, like I'd be like a good 10, 15 seconds behind their watch-along.
Oh, Tom and Locks. Classic. Those guys are great.
Southampton coming forward again. Walker Peters up against Tete. Low cross finds its man. They cut back. It's back to Ward-Prowse. He crosses it in. Diving header. You ain't beating Danny Ward with that.
Yeah, I need a little more on it. But Shea Adams, haven't heard his name at all.
We've kept him quiet. We've definitely kept him quiet. I'd say the biggest force for Southampton so far has been Sulemana on the left wing for them.
Yeah. Taking on
Southampton coming forward again, and it is Suleiman on the outside of the penalty area. Absolutely stuffs his lines there, and that's going to be a goal kick.
Dragged it. But it all started with another giveaway from the back by Wout Fast. Try to get it into Mendy is just a really bad pass, giving Southampton a chance. He scuffs a shot.
That's the danger with when we play that short passing game, because every single pass gives them the opportunity to
more spoilers in the chat.
That better be for us. That better be for us.
It's not for us. It's 1-0 Southampton.
Wow. Thanks, spoiler chat.
Well, right now I've got Leicester City coming forward. There's a tackle, though, and now Southampton look to counter. Breaking forward. Could be a call for offside there. Breaks ahead. It's Alvarez. He beats Danny Ward with that.
Danny Ward is absolutely crap. Danny Ward never bails us out, ever.
I don't know why he's trying to save that with his foot.
I mean, he's so far off his line, not closing down. I don't know, man. I don't know if he can do anything.
It almost feels like he's a sweeper, but he's not confident enough to sweep, so he just ends up on the outside of his box.
Yeah, he's not fast. His shirt's too big. It's just...
I think Brendan must go now. I'm sorry.
Harry Suter keeps Che Adams and Alvarez on side.
Why aren't we playing?
Yeah, there's no way that's offside.
Yeah, he's on. We need a better angle, but he's onside. I
was gonna say, unless that's a terrible angle and they're gonna draw like some Spurs style lines on this. Or some like lines they were drawing against United.
It's going to VAR right now.
The angle perspective does make it look a little tight, but I don't think that.
I think that's going to be ruled in. I think that's ruled onside.
They need to put the lines up already. This is crap. They got to have better angles than this.
That's onside.
In the NFL, they got so many cameras. This is weak.
It does feel like they were kind of overeager to roll out VAR before introducing the infrastructure for it.
Yeah, not even everybody has it.
What we're going to do, though, like, we'll actually wake up now and play football?
Yeah.
We do generally do that.
You knew that's what's going to happen. Good. Good for Southampton. Good for Southampton.
Are you sure? No.
Let's go. Let's play. Come on. VAR's crap. Let's go. Yeah, whatever.
You know what? The 9-1 is still on.
9-1. Here we go.
I said 3-1, but I think Southampton could score first. My prediction is still on.
Yeah, we always give up a goal. I mean, we even went down by 1 against Villa and Spurs. So here we go.
Time to recall Stolarczyk, give him a Premier League game in goal.
I mean, jeez. Hopefully Brendan's not right.
Southampton can just sit back and just do nothing, and we'll lose.
Ugh.
But we've seen the chances that we can create. Like a team like Southampton can't just sit back against that for 60 minutes.
Well, we need to get
poor positioning from Suter there because it almost feels like we're trying to play an offside trap, but he just stays a pace too far.
Jeez.
I hate to throw Danny Ward under the bus too much, but he has to do better there.
I mean, he doesn't ever blow it out.
To save everything with his feet. And you're not going to stop the ball on your far post when you're that far over with your foot.
Yeah, he doesn't ever bail us out. You know, I can't really fault him for not saving it, but come on, man. It just gives us more crap to talk about him, you know?
And the Southampton players are already getting cramp.
Must win at Forest. Well, this is a must-win game.
I think Alkin, whoever's on the ground, I think he's done. He's pointing at his knee, and he's pointing in, like, inside. Live table, we're still in 15th. It doesn't really change anything except for taking Southampton off the bottom. But
well, technically, we still can't go to the relegation zone after the next game because we're on goal difference, but we're just going to put ourselves into we are now. If we lose this, we are in a relegation battle, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brody. Like, he doesn't ever bail us out. Casper would save the spectacular, you know, things going into the top.
Danny Ward saved the penalty, then did that. I mean,
He's not to blame,
It's one of
Gray.
those things where he's so good, but also so bad at times.
I mean, in that position, you make yourself look big and you hold your body out, legs spread out, and then you dive with your arms. You don't just go legs out because you got no. It's harder to save.
Yeah, he was waiting for he was inviting the player. He wasn't closing him down, and he wasn't protecting his goal.
He ran out, stopped, and then went onto the floor.
Yeah, terrible. I mean, the player did take it early, which contributed to it. I think this guy's done.
Yeah, Alcaraz is not looking comfortable.
That's out. The ball's out. Come on. Nice. KDH shoves him off the ball. You take the ball over in the midfield. Tete with a terrible.
Upfield. Yeah, our lofted passes have suddenly started looking so. Oh dear, Che Adams is in, but he's called for offside.
We need halftime now.
I'm not blaming him for the one-on-one. I'm just wishing that he would win more of them. That's all. That is all. Like Casper did.
Gary Wright says, how can Rogers survive this if we lose?
Contract. Money.
Yeah, it comes down to do we want to pay to let him go? Does he still have credit in the bank? I do feel like ownership does believe that we're not going to be relegated under him.
You can believe what you want, but what the actual fact is at the table doesn't lie. And Southampton, Bournemouth almost beat Newcastle. Southampton have beaten us. Everton have got Sean Dyche, who's really good at being defensive. At some point, these other teams will start winning.
Good pass there from Ricardo. He finds Iheanacho, who's breaking forward.
God damn it, Nacho.
I don't like that he turns around there. Madison finds Iheanacho in the penalty area, though, and he overcooks his pass to Tete.
Come on, you guys.
And it's out for a goal kick.
God.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Nacho has his man turned in the box. Tete's making a really good run to the outside, and Nacho just kind of overcooks it, and Tete gets the ball.
By one pace, it's too hard.
What I don't get is that we were on a good run, became fifth for a few seasons, then we had a bit of an average season, came eighth. Then how have we gone from that sort of steadiness to relegation form in one season? I don't get it.
Everybody else got better, and we just pretty much kept the same players. I was saying thing with
well be that, because I kind of feel similar that I'm kind of baffled as to how a team this good is doing so poorly, because it doesn't feel like this can just be down to Rodgers suddenly not knowing how to coach football anymore, because he almost got this team into the Champions League twice.
And the FA Cup. But, we're losing to a team who has scored 24 goals in the league so far. We've got 36. Their goal difference is minus 21, ours is minus 7.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm not going to go out here and try to say that it's fine for us to be losing to Southampton. It's not. It's not at all. The only thing that I might say with regards to the stats, though, is don't forget that they have a new manager right now. How many games has he coached for them? And they had some right garbage before him in the season. They were under Hasenhüttl, who was not doing well at the start of the season. Then they brought in Nathan Jones, who was worse. Those stats don't reflect the Southampton of right now.
I wonder if this guy's playing with a sprained MCL.
If Southampton do win this really spices up the relegation battle, because all three teams are on the bottom on 21 points.
With us at 25.
Leeds only 1 point above that. We'd only be 3 points above that. West Ham 2 points. Forest 4 points. With a game in hand.
Go.
Wolves 6 points, but with an additional game played.
Why do we have to play in a shape on offense? Why do we have to kick it back and then get in our shape and start running plays when we should just start attacking? This is crazy right now. This is the tippy-tappy.
It's very frustrating. Yeah.
I love to see what Facebook's saying right now.
Yeah.
Any comment on any of like the score updates from Leicester on social are going to be it's just going to be pure vitriol.
Yeah, just nasty.
It's just going to be profanity and corner flags is all it's going to be.
That's why I got the black shirt on.
I was going to ask you if we were going to be back in black until we win, but I had faith and it was misplaced.
Yeah, I'm wearing the black shirt for the Blackburn loss. That was just terrible. What a terrible match. I skipped work to watch that match. Oh, he's onside. He is so onside.
Oh, my gosh. Ricardo does well to track back and at least put him off his run, shots taken, and Danny Ward saves.
To be honest, I think what the plan is just survive this season, then have a complete overhaul.
Do we have the money for a complete overhaul? No, we need
because if we get all the players that are on high bills, we can just get them all in. It's the wages that's the problem.
Yeah,
you're right in that regard. Plus, we have had the rollover on the cycle of FFP, so like we have money. Uh, 4 minutes added time. We're 30 seconds into it at the moment. Adams, I believe, called out for offside.
Yeah, he was off. Oof.
See, this feels a little harsh because until the Southampton goal, maybe even before that, maybe until the Southampton penalty, we were playing very well attacking.
Yeah, but just a lot of misplaced passes, a lot of giveaways in the midfield, and
bar Madders and Christensen, get rid of them all.
That's also harsh.
Where's I said that last week too. Get rid of keep Madison.
The thing is, Castagna and Barnes. I mean, Castagna and Ricardo were the players that were our wing backs for when we got to the Europa League twice in a row. So they're not bad players. I don't know why we're against them so much.
Well, I think the only thing we can do is bring in Vardy and take off a midfielder and just continue to play forward.
Oh, just intercepted. Passed back to Bazunu. Southampton are going to do the double over us this season.
I don't like that talk. Still got a whole half of football to play.
Something's got to change at halftime, though. And the thing is, I know that Brendan doesn't do that. Brendan's going to wait until 65, 66.
Do it, Nacho! He can't do anything with his right foot, can he?
Lost he pinks across looking for Barnes. He overcooks it, though, and it's out for a goal kick. I mean, I'm biased, so I'm not going to answer this. What do you guys think?
Really, Brighton.
I mean, he'd come in and do a job and start getting crosses in. He probably wouldn't be giving the ball away.
The only thing with Albrighton is just stamina and pace are his problems.
Yeah. Brendan with the damn notebook.
This is an interesting comment. I'd rather pay Ross to go and sign a new one for the season. I kind of agree with that.
I do think that we still need more players. And also a new manager, you can't expect him to get the same thing out of every single player without getting one or two players that are within their vision.
Would you trust Brendan to there are like 6 players on 1 year left? You think if we get rid of them, getting new players, do you think then players Brendan actually wants, do you think we can actually move on?
I do, because I do still have a lot of faith in Rodgers, and we've seen us do well with players that he's recruited in the past. And a lot of people point out signings like Vestergaard and Bertrand. Those were not players that Brendan Rodgers had on his wish list from the start of that transfer window. That was, we had a defender yoinked out from under us, and we desperately needed players on deadline day, and they were available.
Yeah, we got to
I
stop waiting
do
till
think that Rodgers
prime
has the
player.
capability to make signings that will be good for the club.
The club, the recruiting has not been that good the last 2 or 3 seasons. We're not looking at the right type of players.
So it's half time now. Oh.
That was kind of weak.
Yeah. We didn't really show a lot of hunger after conceding.
We didn't.
Southampton looked more likely to double it than we did to draw level.
Who's on our bench? Like, who can we bring on to? Who can we change? Like, what changes could happen?
He's probably going to bring on either Daka or Vardy for Iheanacho, and then probably Pratt for Tete.
I would agree with that. I think that would be a good alternative.
Because it's just like I speak as someone who defends Brendan a lot, but like that's how he does. He makes those like for like changes, midfielder for midfielder, forward for forward, no change in shape, and they're going to be made around between 60 and 66.
Maybe take off Tete, bring on Pratt.
No, yeah.
KDH.
Pratt for Barnes. Bring on Pratt for Barnes. And maybe bring on...
I want to switch to a 4-4-2 and take off KDH take off KDH, bring on Pratt, and take off Tete, bring on Vardy or Daka, and play 2 up top, 4 through the midfield, 4 on the back line, and let's play, Yeah, see, Scooby Baz agrees with me.
See, I kind of say that I'd prefer to bring off either Tete or Barnes for one of Daka or Vardy and switch to a 4-1-2-1-2.
That'll work. I think we're just kind of weak in the middle, or giving the ball away.
Right, but we want to pass short, and I think we need that diamond in the middle to be able to do that. I'm going to jump off for a couple minutes, but I'll be back in a second. Before I do, I'm going to pop the link in the chat as well.
We've got a very special guest who wants to have his opinion. I'm guessing not very happy ones, and that's Jamie.
Oh, yeah, lads, you're all right. Well, same again, isn't it? Same again. No shot on target, 135 minutes, no shots on target. We had loads of the ball, loads of pressure, but didn't create any chances whatsoever. We look lethargic going forward. And I can't see how Brendan Rodgers is going to get us out of it, because he just stands there and takes notes. How does that motivate people? How does that motivate people on the fans, the players? I just can't see it. It's just going from bad to worse, Jono, Michael. It really is.
I mean,
it's pretty bad.
After the transfer window where we got Christensen and Southampton and we won those 2 games, I thought we saw a little bit of a turning point. Not like obviously with the same old like good old Leicester, but I thought we would have get a bit of momentum. But the quality just after those 2 games has just dropped off a cliff.
Yeah, it has. There's been we're flattered to deceive every week. We played well against Villa, we played well against Spurs, and then all of a sudden it's reverted back to type, and it's just there's no urgency, there's no motivation. Where's the spirit? Where's the passion? It's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, we're unlucky with the team selection with Christiansen getting an injury for an ankle. What they're doing in training, we get so many injuries in training. What's happening there? Not just blaming one player, but we get so many injuries, and it's just.
Yeah, I think they're going pretty hard. I think when you lose 2 or 3 games, they go really, really hard in training, and putting in tackles and trying to impress the manager to get their spot.
We've got 1 game a week.
Yeah,
we've got 1. So you got Manchester United who are playing an average 2 games a week, if not more. You don't hear them getting injuries every day.
We don't even look at races today. We do not even look at the races. We're so far behind. The build-up in between, the defence is solid. I know we've conceded a bit of another lazy goal from the halfway line. He's ran through and scored. The defence has been pretty solid. Southampton have shown nothing, absolutely nothing. It's unbelievable how we've just collapsed yet again. And this is a turning point. And you can see Maddison at half-time when he got booked. He looked so frustrated. It was untrue. It really was. Like I say, if we don't do something, if we don't get anything from this game, I've been saying this for ages, our season's over. I know it's only half-time. I know we've still got 13 games to go. But you can't keep looking over your shoulder at the people's results and hoping they're going to... You've got to start picking up performances. And Brendan Rodgers has got to motivate people. And he can't motivate people out of a little black fucking book he keeps writing in. You can't get motivated standing there writing notes. Pep Guardiola, Klopp, Arteta, they're all running about, and Conte as well. They're all running about trying to motivate the players, and Rodgers just stands there, deadpan face, doesn't show any emotion whatsoever. What does that look like on the players? It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
I agree.
Even my missus that don't really know a lot about football, she says, "Oh, what they're passing it around the back for again? Shouldn't they be going forward? We're 1-0 down and we're still passing it around the bloody back."
It feels a lot like we are missing that kind of motivator or leadership figure on the pitch. And Brendan Rodgers does really need to fill in and be that role, because in previous seasons, we had that in Johnny Evans. We had that in Jamie Vardy. They aren't getting regular game time anymore, be it because they're getting up in years and they don't have that level anymore, or because they've been injured. And as a result, it does kind of feel like, especially once we end up against it, down a goal against Southampton, we seem rudderless.
Southampton look nothing. Southampton, I mean, what a save by Danny Ward for the penalty. I'm surprised everyone's not been moaning about how he should have done better with the goal. I can't see how he could have done any better with the goal whatsoever. A cracking save for the penalty. That's all he's had to do. Them two things, that's all he's had to do. But it's just annoying. There's no motivation. They don't look up for it. They're in a relegation dogfight, you pair, and they just don't look up for it. They really don't. Need to go in that changing room and give them a right good rollicking, but no one can do that. There isn't a player on that park that can go in there and do it. Not like Wes Morgan or Robert Huth, that kind of player. There isn't one in there. There's no leader in that team that can give them a rollicking like the need.
We've had a few people click in on the link, so I'm going to start adding some folks as well so that we can chat. I think one person who will, Jamie, I'm not going to ask you to leave just yet, because I think Gray and Jamie will have some good thoughts to share together.
Evening all.
Evening, Gray.
Gray.
Yeah, what a pile of shit.
There we go.
I mean, we've still got 2.5 hours to watershed ends, but you know.
Well,
if you've got me and Gray on here, you've got less chance of being allowed to stay on than anybody.
Jamie's language was a lot worse than mine, put it that way.
Well, yeah, it normally is though, Gray.
We're on the late game, so I'm pretty sure we are past the watershed in the UK. We're good.
No, lovely.
Not quite, Elijah, but anyway.
I just think from this penalty save, it looked like I had to thought that they'd scored, because that should have given us the boost that we needed. But
we just
it was like Southampton had scored the penalty, and they hadn't. They just came at us, and we've just got nothing. Our heads have dropped, and I agree with you, Jamie. We haven't got a leader.
I think we haven't got anybody to motivate us, Gray. Yeah. We haven't got anybody to motivate us. We haven't got even so much as when Nigel Pearson was here, you knew you had a manager that could motivate you. Martin O'Neill, you knew you had a manager that could motivate you. Even Claudio Ranieri, that way. He motivated you in a different way. Brendan Rodgers hasn't got a motivational bone in his body.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I almost feel like that is another reason why I regret the fact that we let Mark Albrighton go, because we at least still had some of those old guard players who could bring in some of that mentality.
He won't do that. He's such a softie. He won't shout at someone.
Perhaps
no, but
not,
he could
but
put a ball
I
in the
feel like
box.
we'd also expect it from Vardy, but we didn't really see it from him either.
Mark Albrighton could put a ball in the box. I'm not being funny. Tete's had one good game. He's too lightweight, gives the ball away far too easy, and he doesn't want to track back.
To be honest, we give the ball away far too easy anyway, don't we, no matter what?
Well, yeah, there is that as well. But he's leaving Pereira wide open, and I know the goal came from the other side of the pitch, but Pereira was the only one tracking back.
Is this an error with the players, or just signing rubbish players, or is this the tactics.
It's the tactics. It's the tactics. You can't. This squad is good enough. Claude Puel got them singing off the same hymn sheet, and he's had a few changes in it. And Rodgers hasn't got them singing off the same hymn sheet at all.
Fucking hell,
there's
Jay, you're clutching at straws there with Club Puel.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Name one person, apart from Maddison, that Brendan Rodgers has improved since he's been here. Name one person.
No.
Name one person. Hey, are you struggling? You're struggling. Name anybody. He's meant to be this great coach that can get people going and up for him and play for him. They've got more chance of playing for Philbert Fox than they have for Brendan Rodgers. Anyway, I'm going to go because I've had my say. I've got to be careful what I say. I don't want to get a rollicking again off the editor, so I've got to be careful.
I'll see you for the Sunday morning show.
Yeah, that'll be fun tomorrow morning, won't it? I'll see you later, lads. See you later, all.
See you.
Drop
me out there and you can let other people in.
Evening, all.
All right, Jono.
Hi, great. Long time.
Yeah, are you good?
Yeah, all good. Well,
I
apart
want to
from
hear what
watching
you've
that
got to say
rubbish,
about this.
absolute rubbish. I couldn't agree with you more, Gray. When the heads had gone down straight after the penalty, that should have been a boost for us. And the heads went down, and Southampton went up a gear, and we couldn't live with them. And we were lucky. Well, not lucky, but I think we had to dig in, and we just couldn't. I
Where's
don't understand
KDH
why we
gone from
can't
the
go
beginning of the
two up.
season?
Why can't we just play 4-4-2 for Christ's sake?
Yeah. Where's the KDH?
We'd had two up front, we would have scored. We
Yeah,
were all over them for half an hour. We'd not one shot on target. We played 90 minutes the other day, plus another half today with not one shot on target. It's just not good enough.
Where's the KDH gone from the beginning of the season?
Don't know. I agree with what Jamie was saying. We had a couple of good years with Brendan, with essentially a team that he inherited, and he motivated them for 2 years. And now we've had 2 years of absolute dross, and it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Then if we lose tonight, we're going to be in the Championship.
We're fucked.
Yeah, I mean the signings we made in January were papering over cracks for me. They came in and they had a small boost with the 3 signings, and since then it's been dross. Admittedly, we played Man United and Arsenal, but it's just tonight has been awful. We should have got at least a couple of goals with the domination we had in the first half an hour. We got no shot on target.
The Villa and the Spurs game, the only change I think we've made then from them is Christensen's not playing. So we've swapped Ricky P and Castagna around. But where's the fight? Where's the high press? We're back to this tippy-tappy shit that's fucking awful.
To cut you guys short, but we are just about to kick off the second half, so I am going to have to let you two guys go because I want to get Sean and Ross in before the second half, but I hope you'll both join us at full time. Cheers, Jono. Cheers, Gray. Ross and Sean, let's get your quick thought. Oh, I guess just Sean then. Sean, we need some positivity. Do you think we can pull back in the second half?
Yeah. I think we can do it, and first half it was poor, so I think there might be subs on, subs off, and then we might do it.
What do you think the final score will be, Sean?
I think it might be 5-1 1-1.
5-1 for us? I'll take that.
Yeah.
Who do you think will score?
I think Nacho, and I think Tete.
Nice.
and Harvey Barnes.
I like that. I really hope that you're right. The players have just taken to the pitch, so before we go, I'm going to put you on solo layout, and can we get a come on, you Foxes from you?
Come on, Foxes. Come on, Esther. Come on.
Let's
Cheers,
go.
Sean. I hope we'll see you at full time.
Come on. Come on.
All right. Cheers, Sean. Thanks for joining us. We are about to kick off the second half. And guys, we have
Sean,
something revolutionary here. We have a change at halftime from Brendan Rodgers.
Oh my God. A
Who's on
change.
for who?
Miss Pratt comes on.
Who for though? I didn't get the chance to see which players were coming out.
Mindy's still on the pitch, so it's not for Mindy.
I'm gonna guess it's either for Tete or Barnes. Looks like Barnes, given where Pratt's on the pitch right now.
Yep, he's on Barnes' side.
And we've
Barnes
kicked
is
off for
out.
the second half on my screen.
Yep.
Yes.
I still don't have an update saying exactly which player it is, but I think it was Harvey Barnes that has come
Yeah,
off.
Harvey's not on the pitch.
Offside against Southampton.
But I think that maybe in his notes,
There's all of the notes he's been taking, not just the one.
he saw that he needed to really make a change at halftime because if he loses this game, his job's on the line.
His job was on the line ages ago, mate. There's no consistency. Like, what's frustrating is that we know how well we can play, but how can we go from smashing Spurs, like humiliating Spurs, to being humiliated by Southampton? I don't get it. That's the frustrating part for me. It's not like we're consistently poor. It's that we're good some games, but then really bad the other. That's what frustrates me.
Yes, this dark magic.
Although we do say that Southampton are still bringing a lot of pressure early on in the second half.
We need the ball.
Mendy and Alcaraz on the ground. Alcaraz has come out with bandages on his knee, and he's already in some discomfort again.
And it looks like he knees Mindy in the balls.
Ooh, yeah, and it doesn't even look like that was a result of the collision with Mendy there. Like, that looks like that may have been a bit of a hyperextension.
Ooh.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised Alcaraz is still on the pitch. I think that that Tellez is making a real gamble here, leaving him on.
Right. Well, I mean, it's his medical
It's a
staff.
free kick in Ward-Prowse's range. You're not beating Danny Ward with that, though. Can't blame him for thinking he could, but Danny Ward collects.
Ooh, nice. All right, you're ahead of me, probably by about 3 or 4 seconds, maybe.
Yeah, sorry, my stream crashed during halftime and then synced me right back up to the furthest ahead it could be.
Wait, maybe I can go live.
I'm currently at 47, 43, 44, 45 with Walcott passing the ball back from the halfway line.
Yeah, I'm at 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. But don't do it because every time you do it, it crashes, huh?
Yeah, he just
I'm 10 seconds ahead of you, and it looks like anytime I pause for longer than 5 seconds, it crashes.
Yeah. That's how it is when I try to
Southampton making a change. El Yunusi getting kitted up, so that's surely the end of the day for Alcaraz.
Yeah, that's how I have to do it when I try to sync up with LCFC radio on the website. Because sometimes I don't want to. Well, since I've been doing the watch-alongs, I never listen to it. But before, I would try to sync up the broadcast on my TV with it, and if I pause for any longer than 3 seconds, it would just go back to live, and I'm like, oh my god, Madison with a good turn in his pocket here, but Iheanacho can't get away from his guy.
Tete on the ball right now. Lofted ball. Finds Pratt with acres of space on the left wing. Crosses in. Iheanacho! And he misses a second header. Oh, Iheanacho.
Oh, what a good ball from Pratt. Nacho, bro.
So well played.
Nacho, bro, man. No.
No, man, just put the ball on target. Come on, man.
Oh, he had Bazunu beat.
Put the ball on target. Back across. Maybe he jumped a little early. But what a good ball in from Pratt.
Just
And the
showing
goals
replay on that from Alcaraz.
The Nacho missed the dip.
Assist from Shea Adams while I was talking trash about him earlier.
And yeah, Alcaraz has now come off. El Yunusi replaces him. That's 2 gilt-edged chances for Leicester now that we've squandered. And that kind of gives me shades of Blackburn, where we create chances for ourselves, but we don't take them.
Do it, Nacho. Nope. Oh, outside of the foot.
5
Tete.
chances, 0 on target right now.
Nacho's getting frustrated.
That is one of the tallest hats I've ever seen on Jamie Vardy right now.
Yeah, I knew Shea Adams was a local lad. Maybe we should have tried to get him back up here. Was he at the academy here?
Almost loses the ball there. Yeah, Gray. Like it kind of looked like a Pope's toque, basically.
We need the ball. We're all stretched.
Yeah, we're losing those midfield battles right now. Madison gets absolutely bowled over by Ward-Prowse, and that's a free kick. Clutching the side of his head. Looks like he caught a shoulder to the temple.
Or like a forearm or something. Dang, Ward-Prowse comes like this. Bang!
Little surprised he gets away. There's been some soft bookings, both for Southampton and Leicester in this game, and I'm surprised that Ward-Prowse escapes a booking there.
I mean, he takes Madison out.
Mendy plays the ball to Pratt, but look at 2-3 Southampton players closing down on any Leicester City player on the ball.
They want it more. They're not just staying in. They're
Tete and Walker Peters get into a tussle there. Both players hit the deck. No break in play for it.
Oof. Just a little coming together there.
Yeah, I was going to say neither player looking in front of them, both watching the ball. No real fault either way there.
As long as Microsoft went there.
Yeah, my battery's going to die.
I'm not sure actually how they called the break and play. I don't know if maybe that was a drop ball, and generally in those cases they usually give the ball to the defending team. Do you know what the little daffodil that Brendan's wearing on his jacket is for?
The what?
Brendan's got like a little flower pin on the front of his coat.
I think it's a cancer charity. I'm not sure.
Gotcha. Foot fast, a little slow to get to that ball. Almost gives Walcott the chance to catch up with it, but it's out for a Leicester City throw in right at the border of Southampton's defensive third. Or sorry, our defensive third.
No sense of urgency to come out in the second half. No intensity.
Yeah, we're letting them run all over us in midfield.
We're getting closed down. It's just nobody's making any movements. Nacho's touch is no good today. It's just all bad. Jono.
Yeah, I have heard of the Marie Curie Foundation, so thank you for clarifying that for me. We really have, Craig. Like that's a fair point. We were attacking really positively. We looked hungrier, like we were going to win this game right up until that penalty call, and then it just looked like heads dropped. And we haven't recovered from that yet.
Why would you, in the mindset, I'm like, right, we saved this penalty, right, let's actually play football now, let's get at them. And then I was like, you know what? Do you want to go for a pint? Do you want to, what are you doing tomorrow night? Well, I'm just doing it. Oh, they've scored. Now we should start playing football.
Pratt brings the energy, though. Maybe we need another sub, too, though. Not Will for Mendy, which is what I foresee.
I was about to say, like, that's it. That was the exact change I was going to say. It's going to be either Vardy or Daka for Iheanacho, and it's going to be Ndidi for Mendy.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, a nice feinted pass there to find Madison. He can't get through his man, though.
Oh, matters.
Now, Dodger's saying Mendy does need to come off.
Yeah, but not for Wilf. Not for Wilf.
Who else have we got in midfield on the bench, though?
Man, if we have to go 3 strikers, man, that's what we need to do. Because this is getting.
Oh goodness, this shaky in defense, and Southampton nearly come forward again.
Uh-oh.
Fast bravely there, he turns and loses his man, but then he passes it straight to a Southampton player. Mendy wins that ball back, though. Pratt hoofs it forward, looking for Iheanacho, finds him.
Under a lot of pressure.
Southampton's fans jumped on.
You know what? I always welcome opposition fans. You're welcome to come on, share your thoughts at full time. Just play nice.
I just put close my window. It's freezing.
It's Daniel on the corner. Finds Pratt. Cross comes in. He's looking for Nacho. Ball headed down by the defense. Hoofed away, but pretty poorly there by Lavia, and that'll be out for a Leicester City corner.
Oh, Nacho, get on.
See, that's the problem, Taco, is that I agree that if you want intensity, bring Vardy on, but the lineup we're playing right now, he would be left isolated up front. We're not going to change formation. That's not in Brendan's playbook.
I don't know how Brendan is. This is like when he did his coaching course, whatever, was 2 up front not taught to him because he doesn't know it exists. Playing 2 up front, like 2 strikers.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Because Iheanacho is our best
right now.
striker.
Plays it across the goal, headed away. As far as Madison, he crosses it back in. Cleared.
If we have 2 games in a row without a single shot on target, is that like a new Premier League record?
I'm sure so.
I don't want to think about it.
We've already broken 2.
That's up there with the 0.01
XG last week. Yeah, that was bad.
We've broken the beginning was conceding 22 goals in 7 games. That was the first one. The second, what was the second record?
Lowest XG ever since the stat started.
Yeah, but another record we broke was going into consecutive games. We're scoring 3 goals in the first half
after going down 1.
Didn't we also break a record for longest winless streak from the start of a Premier League season? Like most winless games from the first match? Because that broke because Derby won like their 3rd game in 07-08.
That was this season?
We went winless in I think 8 or 9.
At the beginning of the season?
Yeah. I think we broke a record for longest winless streak from the start of a Premier League.
Jeez.
Because that was the thing, was like Derby went winless for like the entire middle of the season. They only beat Newcastle, and I'm pretty sure it was like their 3rd game of the season.
Well, we can't unfortunately help, a team beat Derby's record because if Southampton win this, they'll be equal points with what Derby ended up with, and I guarantee they'll get another draw or something. So
we're not getting to the second ball. There is no intensity. There's no
to be disgraceful. Boy, we are total mess. We aren't even creating chances.
We're not.
It's bad. Like it. Hey, Michael, is Seattle playing CF Montreal this season? Like maybe we could meet up in Montreal. Let's talk MLS for a little bit.
I didn't see any the Montreal or Toronto. Of course, we play Vancouver, but
because that's my only other shot is so my flight getting back from Montreal, I got canceled twice, so only got back 3 days later. And if they offer me a flight credit instead, I might use that to go to Vancouver.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Here, let me see if the Sounders play Montreal.
Thing is, are Southampton actually playing well, or they're making in? Oh, we are so bad, we're making them look okay.
Little from column A, little from column B. Southampton are playing very hungrily. They're challenging for every single one of those second balls. Like, Alvarez stayed on the pitch after injuring his knee. Like, clearly these players are very hungry, and they're playing well for their manager, and we're also not playing well.
Yeah, no one's having any good passes, any good runs, any good touches. Everything is just crap right now. Yeah, Montreal's not on the schedule either.
You're just not coming to my part of Canada at all.
Not for football. Not for football. Not this season, at least.
And I was gonna say, it's like I can't offer it for hockey because hockey tickets in Toronto are so expensive. Like it actually costs me more to see a hockey game in Toronto than it does to see a Premier League game.
Yeah, for sure.
We're breaking forward. It's Iheanacho. He's in space. He overruns the ball though when he's forced to turn around. Cross comes in, headed down only as far as Madison at the edge of the penalty area.
Oh, you got to kick it with your right foot.
Back to Madison. He cuts inside, shoots. It's blocked.
Oh, come on.
And Tete just gets muscled down in the penalty area.
We've had 61% possession. We've had 7 shots and none on target. We've had
60
more passes than them. I think it doesn't feel like we're the dominating team, does it? Like on stats, we've had more shots, we've had more possession, more passes, but we look awful.
We got to play like we want the ball. We're just not. The passes are terrible.
Our passing has been awful. I got to check the stats on this, but I feel like our passing accuracy is going to be below 70%.
And the first touches, the passes are not where the player needs it. It's just bad.
Pass accuracy
somehow have a higher passing percentage.
We've got a higher pass accuracy than Southampton.
I don't know how because it certainly doesn't feel like that. Because yeah, we have 79% pass accuracy to Southampton's 73. Well, I think it's also because they've made 246 passes. We made 373. We're boosting our stat padding with Fass, Suter, and Ward.
Yeah. Southampton changes.
Do we get a shot on target in the last Premier League game
against Arsenal? I don't think so. We would have created more than 0.1 XG if we got a shot on target.
Right. I don't even remember Ramsdale.
Oh, didn't know. Yeah, we didn't get one. No, you're right.
So Armstrong and I didn't see the other guy.
Which Armstrong?
Adam Armstrong, is that his name? Alex?
Yeah, because they have Adam Armstrong and they have Stuart Armstrong as well. Adam came on.
It's Adam Armstrong. Walcott off and Shea Adams off.
Dennis Pratt breaks forward, gets past 1, can't get past 2, and that will go out off the Southampton player for a throw-in.
See, no runs. Pratt gets the ball. He starts running towards the inline, and no one's running. Everyone's like jogging. You need to get in the god. Never mind.
It's bad. It's just bad. What bothers me the most is that we were playing so well for like the first half hour, and I'm just seeing nothing like that anymore.
Tete, man.
Barnes
This is going to be
touches
the
the
rest
head
of the
of
match.
Mara, so he'll spend as long on the ground as he can.
Suitor, yeah. This is going to be the rest of the game like this.
100%. 100%.
Any plans for this Sunday, guys? Any plans?
I'm going to Sounders tonight.
You're gonna hopefully Sounders get a win tonight, yeah?
Yeah, man. We won 4-0 last weekend. We're playing Real Salt Lake. They're owned by Dwayne Wade, a former NBA player. We're going to smash them today.
Toronto FC is away to Atlanta tonight, so I will not be watching that game because that will not go well.
So it'd be like a shooting practice.
Atlanta are very good, and we are not.
How many goals can you score?
And Atlanta has like a stadium that could fit like 80,000 in it. And tonight in the Premier League, or not Premier League, MLS match, they're going to have like 60,000 there to watch an MLS match.
How many goals can Toronto score? I don't think we're going to score against Atlanta. I think that's going to be like a 2-3-0 loss.
Yeah. Sounders, we're good.
Jamie Vardy's getting kitted up.
And that's what I'm talking about.
And you know what I was just telling you about? It looks like Wilf and Ndidi might be getting kitted up as well.
That's not going for.
Oh, the ball is intercepted by Iheanacho, and he misses a third time.
Nacho, come on, baby.
Gavin Bazunu cannot hand
Nacho a better chance to score, man. We got to score, Nacho. We got to make the extra pass. Madison is wide open in space. Give him the ball on his. I mean, I don't know. Nacho's on his left.
That's 3 straight sitters. 3 absolute
Nacho,
sitters.
put your foot through it. Oh, Nacho.
It's not your time.
It is not. He's definitely coming off.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be Nacho for Vardy. It's going to be Mendy for Ndidi.
Another offside for Southampton. They're still going for it. They're trying to get that second one.
I don't blame them. They're in a must relegation battle. They're the bottom. They're now crept off the bottom of the table for the first time in months. So they're buzzing.
Guys, we got to move. We got to move. Ugh. A lot of standing around.
And just ball pinging around the midfield. And then Southampton just passed through our entire midfield there. Ball nearly fell for a glorious opportunity for Southampton there, but just narrowly we get the ball away ahead of Armstrong.
Oh, my goodness. Mindy putting his
Madison
body on
the ball now. Lofts that ball upfield, finds Iheanacho, who misplaces this pass to Tete.
Oh, too many touches on the ball. Too many.
Ugh. Vardy and you can pre-write it at the start of the match. Ndidi for Mendy.
Yep.
Okay, it's Tete for Vardy.
Yeah. 3 strikers. 3 strikers, like I said. Brendan's listening to me. Let's go.
The Mendy for Wilf, I don't quite get.
Yeah, I don't like it. But I think maybe Mindy's maybe a little tired. 69 minutes. Good enough. Yeah, we'll give Vardy's aggression and work rate, Craig says.
What kind of celebration do you think Vardy's going to pull out if he scores against Southampton? He's going to have like a Portsmouth shirt on underneath.
Okay, he's going to do a halo like that.
Can we do a backflip?
Please don't. I don't want to risk another player getting injured.
Tete has been rubbish again. He has.
Oh. 6, 7 touches before the ball hits the ground. They're just pinging back and forth between Southampton and
8 shots. We've had 61% possession and 8 shots, none on target. We've had almost double the amount of passes as them. Bazunu could be on a picnic. He could be back in Southampton. He could be back at home having a picnic.
Now, I'm not defending Rodgers here, but I'm asking, how much of this result do you blame on Rodgers versus that poor finishing? Because we've made chances and we've missed. If we took our chances, we'd be 3-4-1 up right now.
I blame him because defensively we've been poor. If Southampton were better at scoring, we would be ruined because we've lost so many passes in the final third. If Southampton a little bit more quality, we'll be 3-0 down by now.
Yeah, and also we're not set up right. We're not set up right. We should be.
God.
We should going forward. We should not be looking backwards. The guys aren't making forward runs. We're not getting into our little triangles. I don't even know if we have any patterns like that. Here we go, kind of, but not really. Then it stalls.
And now Southampton look to break. Fast puts in a strong challenge, though. Ball upfield to Madison. Why are the players running backwards? Why was every single passing opportunity for Madison running away from the goal?
Yeah, it's frustrating. Turn on the ball. If you got space, turn. Needs to be more communication. It's just like
it's like a testament. Like the King Power is quiet. The players are quiet. It's just like we're the Wet Letters Club. We should change the name to Wet Letters.
A beautiful cross across the goal there, and just no one was there to collect it.
Oh, zips it across the box, just slightly behind Nacho, slightly behind James Vardy.
Ahead of Vardy. Oh,
Vardy tries to get ahead on it. Yeah. We need more of that. 72nd minute.
8 touches in opposition box to 0 in favor of Leicester this second half.
Oof.
First half, 19 touches to 11 in favor of Leicester. So we were breaking into the penalty area, but we weren't making or taking chances.
Why are we passing backwards? Yeah, Anthony, there's nothing going on. A lot of standing around, ball watching. Yeah, we, like Anthony said, we want everything to feet. And that's, I mean, nobody's had a good touch when they get the ball to feet.
Danny Ward comes out and sweeps that.
Madison. Jeez. Nice. Forward. Oh, my goodness, you guys. What is going on? Forward.
We've actually got three different countries in our watch along today. Madison in the penalty area, forced to turn around, but gets his front towards goalie, cuts once, cuts twice, tries to find Ndidi, and it's intercepted.
Why didn't he take the cross first time? We got to get something on target. FFS. Jeez.
Well, you know, as the shirt says, this season is effing ball.
It is FBS. Jeez.
That's why we got the sponsor. They knew we were going to be this bad. So that's why we got this sponsor. I get it now.
Get this sponsor off the shirt now. Oh my! Get back to the king.
Give us the king back. We want to be the kings again, not the.
Yeah, come on. Jeez, not the FBS, because that's what's happening on the field.
Yeah,
Get
that's
the
it.
walkers back on the fronts of the
I-
shirts.
No, I don't want to be crisps. No. I don't want to be just a snack. I want to be the king.
Snack, yeah, kegs with the crown on. Yeah, let's go. Come on, chase him down.
Armstrong on the ball now, lays it back. Ward press with the cross, headed away by Fass.
Oh, we got some more spoilers in the chat. Like we're not all watching the same game.
Suter plays it forward.
I can just it's not
Hospital
too
pass,
long.
though. Ball played forward. Through ball, acres of space. Cuts
Suter needs to
inside. Wow. And Adam Armstrong just hit that ball to Fratton Park.
Oh my goodness! Somebody track him! Oh my goodness! Whew. Wilf, man, Wilf, and Suter. They're just way too.
What is
far up
Bazunu doing?
Yeah, he needs
Well
to
outside of his goal. Oh dear! Oh dear! Okay, Craig, take it easy.
Oh my God, Craig! I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry. I have to delete this comment. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, like, I put that up just seeing the thought this week was dire, but like, Craig,
I did delete comments.
I can't for a YouTube comment. I can only put you in timeout, but I'm not going to do that because like your other comments have been fine.
Atlanta will have 60,000 tonight. Charlotte, they had like 40 something, 50,000. There was like 5 stadiums that had over 30,000 fans in their stadium for opening weekend last weekend, and I was at one of them. The Sounders.
That's the thing
we
with the MLS, like the money is in it because the stadiums are huge and they bring in so much money.
Yeah. Go on my. I don't know if you guys can see my socials.
Because even right now, for the World Cup, until they do the expansion, Toronto Stadium will be bigger than the King Power once that expansion goes forward.
Yeah, we're gonna.
They're putting BMO Field up to 40,000 for the World Cup.
Madison gets kicked in the back of the foot by Adam Armstrong and then tries to get up in his face, but the refs like separate him. Madison's a little upset, man.
Of course he is. He's like, why play for this club when I could be playing for Champions League? I'm good enough.
If
but the reason why that is because he cares. He cares about this club.
Ricardo gets absolutely done by Sulemana. We win the ball back, and it goes out for a Leicester City throw-in near the center circle, and we throw it backwards.
Yeah, we still have yet to get a shot on target.
You know, it's funny. I met Brendan Rodgers after the Aston Villa match last season. And I remember he asked me where I was from, and when I told him Toronto, he said that he really liked visiting the Rogers Centre in Toronto, which is our other big stadium.
Right, that's where the Blue Jays play.
Yeah, that's our baseball stadium. We do play some football matches there, but that's only if it's like a big exhibition game where you need a bigger stadium.
Right.
Yeah, that's the other nice thing with the Rogers Center is that it's a retractable roof, so you can play open top or closed top games.
Yeah, nice. No, I was just gonna say if you go on my Instagram at Mike Bizzle, I have a couple videos from last weekend at the Sounders match from outside the stadium, like doing the march. You know, we like everyone gathers in a square and then we like march to the stadium singing songs and freaking lighting flares and blue and green smoke.
In the UK, we just are just sad. We're just sad.
You just said no. We're amped, hyped, ready to go, halfway drunk, and ready to get
halfway.
Fight and win.
You see, we sell beer in the stands, you know, so that's how we do it.
I don't think they do that at BMO Field, to be fair.
Yeah, no, we have beer in the stands. The guys walking up and down. You can just beep with your debit card and get get a couple beers, get a cider.
We have to wait for ages in the queue in the stadium or to get out.
Yeah, well, because you guys get out of control when you're all drunk and stuff. That's why.
Yeah.
You guys go bonkers.
I think John's gonna punch his TV in a minute. He's going. He's going mad.
Yeah, we
Madison
just
has
suck.
the ball. Cross is in. He's looking for Iheanacho. It's a poorly placed cross, and it's out for a goal kick.
Everything is just bad.
Yep.
Nobody's touching.
Michael, can you tell us your Instagram handle again?
It's right there at Mike Bizzle, MICBIZZLE. I don't know if you can see it on the bottom of the screen there.
I'll take the border down for a quick second.
I get elevated a little bit. You get the border up if you want, but yeah, here we go. But yeah,
is this the worst performance of the season? I'm going to say yes.
Sorry?
Is this the worst performance of the season? I'm going to say yes.
No.
I mean, we did have 0.1 XG, 0.01 XG last week. So
what is it this time? 0.01.
No, we've had Iheanacho's had some headers that are just like this, and so
still have another shot on target.
I don't remember what match it was, but it was a watch along I did that was far and away what I consider to be the worst performance of the season.
Yeah, we've had some bad ones.
It may have been the 3-0 to Newcastle.
It's been 80 minutes, and we've had 8 shots. We've had every 10 minutes, and none of them have been on target.
And another Southampton player's on the ground. Dang, man. You know what I hate about what's going on with the club right now is that I don't like the manager carousel in the Premier League. And every time we lose, I feel like I'm going to pick up my phone and it says Brendan Rodgers sacked. And to me, that just means the end of us being good. It just means it's a rebuilding and we're going to be 10th to 15th for the next season or two because no one's going to come here. What kind of manager are we going to sign? It's just, I like stability. I like stability.
I like stability, but is it too late? Is it too late in the season to get a new manager? That probably yes. I can't think of any of the managers that will take over. That's the problem.
Yeah, because I know fans were always throwing around Pochettino, but I don't see him coming.
No, he won't come. No.
Before the end of the season.
Not
would he come to a club with Leicester? Possible, but we need to give him a lot of cash and a lot of control.
Yeah, not after the couple seasons we've had, and not after this season. Like he doesn't want to come where we suck.
And it's like the only potential replacement I've seen that I would back is I've seen some rumors saying that Leicester would want to go in on Graham Potter if he's sacked by Chelsea.
That's weird to me. That's weird to me. Sacked by 2. I mean,
he wasn't sacked by Brighton.
No, I mean,
and the thing is, Chelsea are a hot mess. That's not Graham Potter's fault.
Did you see who scored them? You guys see who scored the winner for them today?
No.
Was it Fofana?
Fofana header off a corner. 1-0 win versus Leeds. United States of Leeds.
Iheanacho lofts it up and over the net.
Come on. Nacho. On target, man.
We want on target.
Stop trying to curl it. Stop trying to curl it. Kick the hell out of this ball and put it
on target. If we lose, I'm like, we've still got a shot on target.
Anthony, imagine we have a £10 million manager a year in the championship. I wonder what Rafa was on the year Newcastle went down.
Oh, I did not. That's a great call. Rafa at Newcastle.
Rafa went down with them and stayed to everyone's surprise. Well, he got hired.
Madison nearly finds Iheanacho, but a big sliding challenge recovers the ball. Ricardo picks it up, though. Low cross comes in, cleared away by Bednarek.
I'm going to throw something out there, which I wouldn't ever thought I would say, but do you think it's starting to become the owner's fault?
No.
What is the owner going to do? Play football?
No, but what I'm saying is that
You just want Brendan sacked.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, the people who want the ownership out are the people who deeply and truly want Brendan sacked. And I understand that, but I would never ask for King Power to like what?
Right.
Do you want
they're not the people that
do you want Milan Mandaric back?
They're not the people that want that don't want a stadium expansion, or they're the people that don't like the new
like, I feel like you have two options in ownership, and we're kind of like this nice middle ground where you can have an owner that doesn't really have the money to fund a club but kind of cares about it, or you can be an oil club or like a Todd Bowley type, or we kind of do have this middle ground where we have a manager that has the money to make a team competitive in the Premier League, but they actually care about the city in which the club is based. It's like if we lose Top and the King Power ownership, it's like we could end up with like a Thaksin Shinawatra type. We
or
could end up with
that'd be tight. An American coming by Leicester. Oh, let's go.
I'm not saying one Top to go, because you know what his family has done for Leicester is, you know, you can't beat it. But are there things he could be doing better?
Probably, but like there's so many ifs and buts in all sports where everything is a gamble. Every decision to keep or get rid of a manager after every game is a gamble. Some of those gambles you don't win on. But you can't argue that Top has still put money into the club. And what I still really like about King Power more than anything else is that they are committing to things that will make the club more sustainable in the long term rather than pursuing short-term success. Things like the stadium expansion.
We got to stay up.
We do got to stay up. And it's one of those things where maybe I am defending too much, but I still like the game plan from King Power more than I would from a lot of other ownerships. Because like, look at what's happening to Everton. Everton are a team that have pursued short-term success for how long by throwing how much money at it. And they're probably going to be relegated this season with a lot of cash that they're going to have to pay.
Tim, no, it's the 87th minute. So no, it hasn't.
Yeah, there's just not much to discuss about it. It's just been a lot of back and forth in the midfield. No big chances being made either way.
Yeah, and we just play the tippy-tappy around the backy.
Dewsbury Hall just let Mara walk right by it.
We've had 270 more passes. We've had 65% possession. This is Brendan Rodgers. Look at the stats and go,
great. On the ownership front, like the writing off of the £191 million is a big demonstration to me of the commitment that the ownership is still showing to the club.
Yeah.
I'll admit I'm getting frustrated with Rodgers. It's not like more than anything, I'm not 100% Rodgers in on this. I just don't know if this is all Rodgers' fault or if getting rid of him would really solve it.
No, but like Jamie said at halftime, he doesn't have a motivational bone in his body. He doesn't yell and scream, and he doesn't light a fire. He gives a lot of responsibility to the players. He puts a lot of responsibility on the players, and you can tell that by his press conferences, his after-match press conferences. He likes a player empowerment type coach, and it's just, come on, man.
If you look at
coaches,
Arteta,
get out of here.
Arteta today, when they scored, he ran on the pitch and did somersault, Bro.
They have the Amazon Prime Arsenal All In with the cameras everywhere on Amazon Prime. Arteta is like in the faces, F this, F that, you got to F in this, you got to F in that, I was shocked. I was like, whoa, bro, calm it down a little bit. But then he gives everyone a hug and they are fired up for him, this is crazy. 89th minute. We can't get a hold of the ball. We can't get going forward. This is so frustrating. I saw earlier Anthony said something like he dreams about Rodgers getting sacked. I have had a dream that I woke up and Rodgers was sacked. And that's I just don't like it. I don't like it. It means that our club is going down, not down into the championship, but we're not going to be fighting for European places in the next 2 or 3 seasons.
I think that's a very good way of putting it, because like what I think one of the big things that I feared with regards to sacking Rodgers is, would we be able to pull in another manager of the same caliber in the immediate term? Because I don't want us to then become a club that like accepts 10th to 15th. I want us to be a club that challenges for 5th to 10th at the very least.
I think like we can point fingers at the manager, at the training ground for injuries, at the stadium, at the money, at the owner, you know. We could point fingers at every single possible angle, but what we all know is that something has to change, and it has to change very, very fast, or else we are screwed.
Because it's similar to the idea of like until he was hired by Everton, I know that the favorite for the fans as a replacement for Brendan Rodgers was Sean Dyche. And I like Sean Dyche, but he's not the caliber of manager that I would want at the helm of Leicester City Football Club. And I don't know that we can get the kind of manager that I want right now. We're into injury time right now. 5 added minutes.
Doesn't matter. We're not doing nothing.
We're not going to win. We're not going to score. It's going to be 1-0.
Because it's like I feel like we're a Rodgers sacking and then like his successor sacking away from being the kind of club that's like looking to see if Neil Warnock is still available. Southampton trying to break forward again. It's Armstrong up against Suter.
Whew. Go get him.
Big tussle. I really hope so. I really hope so, Liam. We need to get at least a point out of this. We need 3 points, but we're not getting that.
We could do a Tottenham against us.
We don't play that way. We're not playing forward. Tottenham, they got the ball and they were like, bing, let's go. But nobody's running. Yeah, that damn Steve Bergwijn.
He's at the Premier League now, which is all good.
Is he?
Yeah, I think I don't know where he's gone, but he's left the Premier League.
Oh my goodness. Leicester fans
like
drove
Brody, you're not wrong. It's just it's just where I am mentally, and I can't really justify or explain a lot of it.
We sacked Puel, Ranieri, and Shakespeare, and then hired Brendan Rodgers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, not for better table positions, but just for better managers. But yeah, at this point, after Rodgers taking us to Europe twice, winning the FA Cup, yeah, I would. What it says about our club to sack the manager now is that we're not on the ascendancy anymore. 93rd minute.
And I think again, like that's why I was saying if we were to get rid of Brendan, the only manager that I kind of want that we've been linked to would be Graham Potter. Because Potter is at least at that level of where I would like Leicester City to be in its ascendancy, is like that kind of 5th to 10th consistency. He managed that with Brighton. If he could manage that with Brighton, he can manage that with Leicester.
Anthony, I don't know what it says about a new manager bounce, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to have Brendan get sacked and then the next game we smash whoever 5-0. I'll be like, oh my God. Then it's on the players. Yep, here come the corner flags.
93rd minute and 15. There's 2 minutes left for us to pull a goal back. Throw everybody up front.
We're not gonna.
No, we're still playing out from the back. Look at this. Are you kidding me?
Madison cuts around his man. Gets tripped. Booking. Free kick outside the penalty area.
Oh. JWP with the trip.
Yunusi. No, not El Yunusi. Who is that? Is that Ward? He gets booked for it.
Just a lazy
Danny
leg.
Ward. Danny Ward equalizer. Here we come.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
My camera can't even bear to see it.
Yes. Fan praying.
He comes in, headed away. Corner kick.
Oh.
Bella Kotchup clears that ball.
Come on, you guys.
Corner comes in, headed up. Back as far as Dewsbury Hall. Madison loses his man. Crosses. Header, crossbar.
Oh, no.
Harry Suter with 5 seconds to go hits the crossbar.
No! Still no shot on target.
We could have scored 4. We could have scored 4.
Is it heading practice and training this week?
It's everything practice.
It's everything practice. Oh, my goodness. I think the keeper puts him off a little bit by running
That's
right.
full time. It's full time, ended 1-0.
Oh, my goodness. The whistle.
Put the link in the stream. I want to see what Jamie has to say.
Oh, man.
Yep,
I'm going to have
doing
to.
that right now. I'm gonna have to step away for another couple of minutes, so I'm gonna jump myself off. But again, I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and don't worry, I will be back. I will get bantered, and I will deserve it. I will be back to receive it.
Bro, look what happens when we lose. Look at the viewership. It just goes up, up. It's like, oh my goodness. This is terrible. Mike Stowell, Chris Davies, Brendan Rodgers, all looking sad, sad, sad. I'm not defending him. I just don't want to see the sackings. I don't like it. I like stability. It'll be a sad day for me when Brendan gets sacked. I know some people will be happy about it. I won't be happy that he's sacked. Let's get Gray in.
Yeah, wait till his camera comes on.
Wait till his camera comes on.
Oh, he's gone.
We lost, but I don't think it changes our table position.
We are. Where are we now?
Well, we dropped down to 15th because
we're still 3 points clear off the bottom.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
And now, let's bring in Gray first. If it's come. Right. Let's bring in. Was it? I don't know how to say your name, but I'll bring you in first. What's his face is? This guy.
Oh, my name's Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan.
All right. I think if I take the banner off, then I should be able to get our names under our cameras as well.
Ryan, your thoughts?
Can I swear?
No, he's not quite. Not quite. Not quite what I said.
Okay, fair enough. That's what I feel like doing, but obviously I can't. But anyways, I have to say that is the most embarrassing performance of the season since the Brighton game earlier on, where we got them 5-2. I think this is the worst performance I think we've had since. Utterly shocking.
Shocking is right. I mean, none of the passes, none of the touches, no shots on target.
Makes it worse. No shot on target against the bottom of the table side, who just got beat by a League Two team in Grimsby. And yet we turn up and we don't even have a shot on target against them. It's not a joke.
Is this Brendan's fault?
We had 66% possession, 300 more passes, better pass accuracy, and we same amount of shots as they did, and we still lost.
Yeah, and we never looked like scoring throughout the game, really, did we? Never looked like scoring.
Not going forward. We did have chances, but we weren't like playing really good football in and around the box and getting clear cut, ball at the feet, one-on-ones with the keeper. It's just trash today. Trash. I can't wait to go to Sounders tonight because there's definitely
we've got a Forest fan. We've got a Forest fan in the chat.
Oh, no.
Even Forest managed to beat them away.
For God's sake.
Yes.
Grimsby beat them as well. Grimsby did beat Forest. Southampton. Hey ho. But so we'll do now. We'll take you off, Ryan. I'll bring you on in a bit, but we'll bring on Gray next, I think. So I want to hear his funny rant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that we'll bring on in a second?
All right.
Great. Come on, mate.
Who's cheering for Forest tomorrow?
We're all Forest, aren't we?
Right. All I'm going to say is one thing, and I'm going to keep it clean. But God rest his soul, there is no way Vichar would have stood for this. No way. Cat and L's chance. So I'm going to go. I've said my piece. I've kept it clean.
Appreciate it, Gray. You know what? I think he's right. I think he's right because I think that Top and Brendan are thick as thieves. They are like this. And that's why he's not going to get sacked. That's why he didn't get sacked last season. People were calling him to get sacked the season before that, And so I just don't think I think Top and Brendan they got this long-term plan, like a 10-year plan. I don't know. I hope not.
25-year plan.
I'm just looking at the table now. Our next game is what? Chelsea?
Yeah.
So if Everton win tomorrow, they go level with us on points, one behind us. West Ham 23, Leeds 22, Bournemouth and Everton, Southampton, Bournemouth are on 21. So with all, as much as it hurts my lips to say it, aren't we all Forest fans tomorrow?
Yeah, we
can't let red shirt out.
Can't believe they're in our division.
Jeez. Because if Everton win, we'll be then 2 points instead of 3 points clear from the bottom.
We're in trouble, boys. We're in trouble. And Madison looked good for 20 minutes today, but his final ball and everything else today was so far out of touch. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, he didn't look completely fit to me.
Why was it?
He tried.
When we beat Spurs, we got Ricardo back. We got these new signings. We're looking good. We're like, yes, this is it. We're gonna steady us the ship. We're gonna become mid-table. Then all of a sudden, we've just reached the cliff and gone, you know what? Let's jump off it.
I'm gonna say it's because that fucking twat's fucking tactics.
What happened to keep it short and clean? And then you that's that. I'm gonna keep it clean.
We love you, Gray.
Gray lost us.
What are you keeping it clean for? He's a fucking prick. He plays tippy-tappy football at the back. That is not Leicester. High press, attacking, closing down. Let's get into him and seal it. We've done it against Villa. We've done it against Spurs. Okay, we go to Arsenal, go to Man U and set up and hope for a draw. You can kind of understand that. If we hadn't picked those 6 points up, we'd be rock bottom. We'd be on 19 points. We'd be rock bottom. Oof. It is dog shit. I'm sorry. I'm going to go because Elijah will bail me.
Oh, yeah. Can we steal the notebook and have a look what's in it?
Sorry?
Let's steal the notebook. I think a fan should storm the pitch, make the notebook, and post it.
I'll tell you what it says.
It's just going to say like 2 steak bake and a lemonade. And...
No. It doesn't. It says, I'm stealing a living from these cunts.
Oh, jeez. I think he's trying, but it's just not working out for him.
I'll tell you what, my little toe could do more than him.
For
Love
less
you
money.
guys. I'll catch you later.
Been a bit grey.
Cheers.
Let's bring him. Let's bring Ross. He hasn't has his say yet.
Oi, Ross. 5 minutes, Ross.
Ross, is it time to get the Sheffield shirts out now instead?
He's going to bring the Forest shirts out soon, knowing him.
That's really.
That is really, yeah.
Do you know that honestly is I agree with what that geezer said. Most embarrassing performance of the season, you know. And at the minute, people that when they do the stats before the game, they've lost all these games in a row, or they've not won this, that, enter Leicester and they go and beat us. You know.
I want to quickly quote a tweet from Rob Tanner here. 9 out of the last 10 games in all competitions, Leicester City have conceded first.
Honestly, we're about as much use. Honestly, we're about as much use in front of goal as a nun's tit. Honestly, we're absolutely useless. Like, it's ridiculous. There's more chance of me getting a bottle of Prime from Asda than there is Leicester scoring on target. It's insane. It's bloody crazy. Like, how can you not have a shot on target?
In 2 games.
No one
in 2 games.
Sorry, no one cares. Why would kids watch this? They'll be crying. Sorry, I'm not going to rant. Listen, I do not care anymore. Right, I'm not going to swear much like Gray does. But why would kids watch this show? Sorry, but they're more interested in their Xboxes and PlayStations than they care about football. Care more about trying to get a bottle of Prime for a tenner at bloody Wakey Wines than anything else. You know,
oh my God, Gray's comment. I'm sorry.
Like, ridiculous.
All right.
Man of the match. Ross, man of the match. Come on, give it to us. Man of the match.
Man of the match. Probably.
I'm not giving it to the players. I'm going to give it to the fans.
You know what? Man of the match is probably the fans that have made the trip down to Southampton.
Cheers to them.
And the other man of the match is you guys doing the watch along. All right.
Cheers to us.
Yeah, exactly.
You're really good today, Elijah.
How on earth is honestly? I mean, Gray and Jamie took the words out of my mouth about we've been gutless, we're careless, it's just ridiculous. I just can't believe we've just lost to Southampton. Did you realise they've done the double overs this season?
I was at the other game.
Did we score?
And both of them, we did score in the other one. We lost 2-1 comeback to Southampton.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just ridiculous. It's just awful. It's embarrassing. Rodgers has to go tonight. He's got to go. Listen, right? We beat Tottenham. It's not hard to beat them anyway. All right. We beat Aston Villa. Fair enough, Man U. Until they scored, we were the better side, and then we just collapsed. Arsenal. Yeah, I understand they're top of the league, but at least give it a go. And we were useless. Honestly. And then obviously Blackburn, again, gutless. Obviously, I did the watch along with Reedy. Sorry, I keep seeing Gray's name. That's why I call his name. And then Southampton, 5:30 kickoff. And I was saying before the game, the last time we were on TV against Southampton with crowding, we won 9-0. But I agree with what you said, Jono. Like, there's no Vichai wouldn't have stood for it at all. And we are playing worse football. We are playing worse football under Rodgers at the minute than we ever did with Puel.
Brendan's trying to play football with players that can't do that. And
we had. Am I right in saying we had no shots on target again?
In two games, we've had no shots on targets.
Well, obviously, what, 2 league games?
Yeah, two Premier League games.
Yeah, sorry. When you said going to say, I thought that's why we scored against Blackburn.
No.
I just don't get it. I just don't get what Rodgers is trying to do or anything. A 4-4-2 it needs to be. He honestly, man of the match award. Yeah, he made a penalty save, but he still should have done better for the goal. I'm sorry.
No player or manager from Leicester deserves man of the match. No,
the fans deserve man of the match today.
Yeah, fans man of the match. I think we can all agree that fans man of the match. No player deserves.
Honestly, you know what it is? 5 teams. There's 5. Well, actually 4 because Southampton beat us. There are 4 teams that are worse than us. Even Southampton are worse than us. Yeah, they beat us today. They're still worse than us. And like I said, if we hadn't beaten Tottenham and Aston Villa, we'd be rock bottom. And do you know what? I do miss a championship tour. Sorry, sorry, Chief. There we go.
If we're in the championship, the expansion doesn't have the money.
If we're in the championship, I can't watch Leicester City games anymore. They're not broadcasting Canada.
Yeah.
Well, I'd ask for your money back, even though they're not showing them. If I were you, I'll tell you now, Elijah. Who's our next game against? Chelsea. And do you know what though? Right? They won today. Have you seen who scored their winner and also who set up their goal?
Yeah.
Fofana scored before well set up the goal. No disrespect. There's more chance of Michael growing his hair back than Leicester winning at the minute. I tell you, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
I think Ross has gone through every pod and just insulted them as relating to Leicester.
Yeah,
it's funny because I said I was going to be the one to get bantered. I think I'm the only one that you haven't gone after yet.
Now, I haven't gone after you yet, Elijah. I've got to think. I've got to think on my feet. I haven't gone after you yet, Jono.
I don't want you to.
I've only gone after Michael. That's all I've done.
It's been a bad one.
But
hey, let's
bring on
those guys back on.
Let's get Ryan. We'll take off Ross. Let's bring on Sean. Let's bring on Sean.
Oh, is it Sean? Right. Let him have full screen and we'll all mute on.
Does he have a Forest shirt on?
No, he's got Rotherham.
He's got Rotherham. He's from Rotherham.
Okay, Rotherham. Okay.
Go on, Sean.
That's the shirt I still got to get for my collection.
Promising game, and I think Brendan Waters out.
What?
And
Sean.
And I think we won't beat Chelsea next match.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard you say that you don't think we'll win the match.
Chelsea scored 3 goals this annual year. They will score double that in our game next week.
Rodgers has made Sean be pessimistic. I think he needs to go now.
He's made Sean depressed. That's too far.
The line.
That's the line. Sean, he made glorious Sean unhappy.
What do you think needs to change for next match, Sean? Do you think we need to let Rodgers go, or do you think we just need to change tactics? What needs to change?
It's more. I think Brendan was out.
That's it. He's like him. He's out. I get it. It's been depressing the last couple of weeks, and it's just been a roller coaster of a season. No consistency. The players are just crap. Injuries.
Who was that AFT guy who passed away? I forgot his name. God. Who said it's time to? Who said it's time to go?
Oh, yeah, it's time to go.
It's time to go. Yeah. I think now it is time to go. He's done. I think it's time now. I think
there's a video I've seen going around of an American commentator, Stephen A. Smith, that I love, where he's going, he should have gone 3 years ago, 2 years ago, last year, this year, this week, today.
Yeah, Stephen A, man.
Oh, no, Claude, that was it. Claude, that was his name. Claude.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to get off because I think I might start drinking now.
That's what happened to... Oh, Carl's not drinking at 11 o'clock. Nah.
I'm going to add everybody in for some closing thoughts. So, Ryan, I'm going to add you back in. Ross, you asked to come back in because you've got some Rotherham-based questions.
No, all I want to know is how come you're wearing a Rotherham shirt, Sean? My two best friends are from Rotherham, and they support Rotherham United too. That's all.
What? I might support my second club, which is I might support Lincoln. F it.
Oh, John, you can't go.
Oh, come on, no.
Sean, you from Rotherham?
No.
Oh, well, how come? What made you get a Rotherham shirt? If you don't mind me asking.
Do you know Puman Bowie from the Chuckle Brothers?
Oh, the Chuckle Brothers, yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah. I am a big fan of them. I don't like them.
Well, the big win for Rotherham today, to be fair. You know, like I said, I'm literally, it's just ironic. I'm actually getting a bus in an hour and 15 minutes to Rotherham. It's ironic. So that's all it were, really.
Can you pick me up a Rotherham shirt while you're there?
Well, it'll be a bit short. I've got me drinks on to go. So, like, honestly, crazy 24 hours. But anyway, boys, I'm going to shoot. I'm going to have a couple of drinks, a game of FIFA. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to go out. I'm going to get more. I'm going to get absolutely out of it. I'm just going to forget this game today. So, yeah.
It's on the table. It's
just be
safe,
table. Okay?
I'm always safe, Elijah. Seen a bit Sean, seen a bit Dalabuster, and Jono. Yeah.
Jono, it's Jono. That's why he's insulting me. It's Jono.
All right, Ryan. I know you were waiting patiently in the wings for a while. I want to give you a chance to take the spotlight and share some of your thoughts as well.
What in the game in general or moving forward?
Both.
Let's. Yeah, I was going to say let's touch very quickly on the game. I think we've talked a fair bit about the game, but I'd like to hear your thoughts moving forward on what you think needs to change.
In regards to moving forward, I don't know what is going to happen, but I don't. Do I think the ball will start with the Rodgers? I don't think they will, but do I think they should? Yes, because I've been saying it for the last few months, or even further back than that. I've been saying it for almost a year that I think Brendan should no longer be our manager, but the board just keep persisting with it, and there comes a point where I think the board, need to start taking some of the blame for being too stubborn and not changing anything.
And that's fair because it does feel like so much of the time it comes down to the same things that end up costing us in all of these matches, be it these breakdowns in the midfield, the fact that we create but just can't take these chances. And I think that's one of the things that really adds to that frustration that is it the manager? Is it the training facilities? Is it what needs to change? Because it doesn't feel like when we make signings, when we make changes to how we're training, when we switch from zonal to a mixed man marking on corners, we haven't improved.
No. I'm talking about Tete. Apart from the first game against Aston Villa, I don't think there's another game that he's played well since then.
He played well in the second game. He played well. He wasn't very prominent, but he's been poor ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just don't know how we're going to get out of it. So really, really don't. I think this is going to be a really bumpy road. I just think this is going to be a real struggle.
Yeah.
It's worrying times going forward. I was going to say, I think to close off, Sean, I think we could use a little bit of positivity. I know you said you don't think that we're going to beat Chelsea, but where do you think we're going to finish on the table? Do you think we're going to survive?
No, I don't think so. No.
That's bold.
Oh, dear.
That's bold. I will say I do still think we are going to survive, but I think it will be narrow. Ryan, do you think we'll make it?
If we end now, Phil is live on. Is Phil live on this still?
Because Phil sent us a chat earlier asking.
Yeah, Phil's live. So if we wrap up here, everyone could jump on Phil's show.
Yes. All right then. So yeah, in that case, apologies for cutting everybody short, but yes, then I'm going to quickly wrap us up and let's all jump over to Phil's show instead. So Ryan and Sean, thank you both for joining us. I'm going to let you both go. I'm going to encourage you both to go over.
I think about Southampton. I think it was offside.
I've got to disagree, Sean. I think it was. I think definitely onside.
I think it was close, but I think Suter did play him onside. It's been narrow though because we had a close call as well against Manchester United. But I am going to encourage you both to go over to Phil's show as well. I'm going to take you both off, but thank you both so much for joining me.
Yep.
Cheers, both. And then Jono, thanks for co-hosting with me for yet another heck of a watch along where it's been frustrating, but we're going to have to see where we go from here. All of you who watched and joined in, thank you so much. Please jump over to the channel and head over to Phil's show to keep sharing your thoughts, and we will see you for the next match.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everard's, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newbie & Co Estate Agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.